Are you aware of why you're here? What have you been told? That's accurate. So are you ready? Yes, I can tell you again. We need to do a psychological test. So I'm going to ask you some questions, and I want you to answer them truthfully. Be transparent. Be vulnerable. Do not lie. Or lie. But just know that every action has a reaction. Ultimately, you should do what you feel is best. You should answer in the way that you feel is best. Alright, let's get started. We have a resource that we use to determine what's going to be asked. Don't worry about what the resource is, okay? Not many questions. Not this time. Just a couple, just a few. Are you ready? Question number 1. If you had to be obsessed with money, sex, sports, religion, or food, which one would you choose? Oh, you already are. Which one? And how long have you known that? So, what was the defining moment to inform you that you were, in fact, obsessed? It's interesting. Okay. Interesting. which would you prefer? And give me your strongest reason for why you chose that answer. Take your time. Okay. Easy enough. I got you. We're at question number 4. When you recount something that has happened to you, do you typically exaggerate and embellish? If so, why? And why exactly? Is that right? Okay. That's interesting. Again, whenever I say interesting, it's just me acknowledging that I hear what you're saying. It's not to attach judgment in that there's something wrong or right. We're neutral. Okay? We're neutral. Alright. Okay. Question number 5. You ready? You're with friends at an icy mountain lake on a warm, sunny day. If you knew it'd be a harsh, bracing shock to jump in, but that later you'd be refreshed and glad you done it, would you take the leap? Okay. Do you consider yourself adventurous? Gotcha. We're down to the last question. Alright. You ready? Would you want to have your rate of physical aging slowed so much that barring some accident, you'd live for 1,000 years? Yes, 1,000 years. 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 1, which direction do you feel like you're leaning more toward?